Welcome back to Up Front. It's Memorial Day weekend, of course, and for a lot of people, it's the kickoff of the summer travel and driving season. But in some cases, it's going to be a bumpy ride. A new report says 42% of the roads statewide are in mediocre to poor condition. The figures are even higher in the two largest cities, Milwaukee and Madison. The TRIP report, as it's called, says deficient roads cost Wisconsin drivers $6 billion annually. We're talking more about the effect of this now with Steve Boss, the Senior Vice President of the Metropolitan Milwaukee Association of Commerce. Steve Boss, good to have you on the program.
Great to be here, Mike.
Thanks. $6 billion is a big number. $6 billion, how could it cost us that much each year?
Well, you have $6 billion in everything from increased maintenance to lost time to congestion costs. And I think the value of this report is it really showed, everybody talks about what it would cost to fix the roads. I think this report really drives home that there's a cost of doing nothing too. And it's already costing Wisconsin motorists. In the Milwaukee area, it's over $2,000 a year, it's predicted. It's a little more than $2,000 in the Madison area. So there's a cost of doing nothing. The deteriorating condition of our roads is already costing Wisconsin motorists significantly every year.
You said we're at a tipping point. How so?
Our transportation fund has been flat in its funding and actually reducing in its buying power over about the last 10 years. And we're getting to a point where maintenance that's been put off is getting critical to our transportation infrastructure, and we keep falling further and further behind every year. We really need to have a serious conversation and come up with some solutions on how to create a sustainable funding model for our transportation system here in Wisconsin.
Most of these discussions center on how could we raise revenue so that we can pay for the improvements to infrastructure. And we look at maybe hiking the gas tax, or we look at hiking vehicle registration fees. You represent a pro-business group. How palatable are those solutions to our problem?
Well, it's never a good time to raise a tax or talk about getting more revenue. But again, as the report shows out, it's already costing you money. You're paying one way or another. And I think what we really have to do is look at this from all facets. You have to look at, can DOT do things more efficiently? Are there savings we can find in the way we're operating our road projects? But I think you also have to get into the sources. You have to look at the registration fee. You have to look at the gas tax. You have to look and see if they're relevant technologically and financially today and going forward. And all these ideas have to be on the table. Technology has changed, and that creates some challenges in terms of how we fund roads and bridges, but it also creates some opportunities for creative ways that we can look at it in the future.
Are we becoming an island in terms of the condition of our highways and our bridges and our infrastructure?
I wouldn't say we're an island yet.
Compared to our Midwestern neighbors.
Our Midwestern neighbors, though, are doing more to catch up. You know, you've had states around us who have bit the bullet in the last couple of years and revamped their transportation funding systems to get ahead of these problems. We haven't been able to do that for the last couple of budgets, and we've fallen further behind. So every year, our roads get a little worse. As others are trying to address that problem, we're standing still. And if you're standing still and somebody else is moving forward, you're falling behind.
I think the numbers that I saw from that TRIP report are that actually people in Wisconsin pay less in terms of vehicle registration fee and gas taxes than our neighbors.
In terms of operating a vehicle, Wisconsin is a bargain for the Midwest. I mean, we're at about $23 a month. That's the lowest of any of our neighbors. Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, all of them are considerably higher. So, you know, in terms of operating a vehicle here in Wisconsin, we are much lower than our neighbors. And when you look at that Illinois number, you know, we're more than $100 lower a year, and that's before you figure in tolling.
So here's the elephant in the room, because there are, privately at least, Republican lawmakers who I think are receptive to some of the things we've been talking about, maybe a higher vehicle registration fee or a slightly higher gas tax. But the governor has been dead set in his opposition to this. How do you get this done if the governor is essentially saying, I'm going to veto anything that you do to raise vehicle registration fees or to raise the gas tax?
Well, I think the governor's been clear that he doesn't just want to raise costs. He needs to see offsetting savings. He needs to see the benefits that we're paying for. So we're hoping that we can make that case to him convincingly that this isn't just a road builder issue. This isn't just a transportation. This is fundamentally an economic issue. Here in Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Highway Corridor, 20% of all the jobs in Wisconsin are located within 2 miles of that highway corridor. You cannot have that corridor deteriorating. It's more than an artery. It's the aorta of our economy here in Wisconsin. And we're going to try hard to make that case to the governor that this isn't just about road builders and transportation builders. This is about business. This is about agriculture. This is about tourism. This is about the heart of the Wisconsin economy.
Steve Botts is Vice President with the Metropolitan Milwaukee Association of Commerce. Good to have you on the program.
Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate it. You'll find a link to the summary of the trip report on Wisconsin roads at our website, the upfront section of WISN.com. And now it's your turn to tell us what you think. What do you think about the condition of Wisconsin roads, and what should state officials be doing to get them fixed? You could tell us by liking and sharing Upfront on Facebook. Coming up next, could a court battle affect control of the state legislature? And remember, for political news and information throughout the week, you can follow me at Mike Boucher on Twitter.